I have 24 weeks to start a startup and make a business work, and if I don't, I'll be broke and have to find a job. And I really don't want to find a new job. I hate corporate jobs. I want to work from Bali and drink smoothies. Anyways, now I know what you're thinking. Cool, another startup guy quitting his 9 to 5 to be successful. Ooh. Nope, that's not me. I didn't quit. In fact, I got fired. Twice. And honestly, I get it. I suck being an employee, and I always did. And saying that probably makes me unhireable. But here's the thing. I always wanted to start a startup. I always wanted to. I tried before and I failed before. And this time I really feel like it's my last chance. I have family, I have a kid. So the pressure is real. Ah! And this time I'm going to document everything. The good, the bad, and the what the hell am I even doing here moments. All of it. And I will share all my lessons learned from my previous failures and hopefully success to come. So you don't have to do the same. So, what's the plan? First of all, I have no funding, so I have to bootstrap the whole thing. Well, if I don't want to run out of money, I have to move fast. I can't afford to sit around and do brainstorming for a year. I have to move fast, ship products, and see what's working. I need a structure, I need a plan, and I need to start executing. So this is my plan. Step 1, find an idea. Step 2, build the first version of the product. Step 3, get customers. If that doesn't work, I have to build another thing and iterate until it works. As long as I have time, I'm going to just keep on building, shipping, iterating, and see what works. And step 4, if successful and possible, scale it up. If none of that is going to work, I have a plan B. But more to that later if we ever come into that situation. God damn it, man. That's it. No complicated bullshit, just execution. And today we start with step 1, finding the idea. Okay, let's start talking a little bit about ideas and about startup mistake number 1, waiting for a genius idea. So here's the first challenge. Finding an idea is already hard. Most people think the problem is that they don't have any ideas or they are just not creative enough. But the problem actually is they have too many ideas. They could work on literally anything, and that is overwhelming. This is exactly how I wasted years watching YouTube videos from some business gurus telling me that's the next thing in 2025. Oh no, SaaS is dead. An AI automation agency is going to make you rich in 10 days. No, drop shipping. And suddenly I'm thinking about selling hot tubs from China online. Another common thing that I see is that people think they have to reinvent the wheel. They have to come up with something novel and original. For a long time, I thought I would have to come up with something completely original. I wanted that eureka moment, that one thing that I thought was so genius that nobody has ever thought about it before. But the problem is, when you choose to be the first in the market, you're making something that's already completely difficult and hard, even harder for yourself. The truth is, competition is a good thing. It means other people have already tried it, they have validated that the problem exists, and there is demand for it. Think about it. Every Coca-Cola needs its Pepsi. If you see an existing business doing something similar to whatever your idea was, don't get discouraged by that. Maybe there is a niche that they aren't serving well. Maybe you can make the solution faster, cheaper, or more effective. I did this mistake all the time. I came up with an idea and then I Googled for it and I saw some other companies already doing it and I thought, oh no, somebody else is already doing it. I can't do it anymore. Oh my God. That's bullshit. Here's another mistake people make all the time. They overvalue their idea. But there is no such thing as a perfect idea. Because here's the truth. You don't sign up for the idea, you sign up for the journey. No matter what idea you pick, it's probably not going to work out exactly as you imagined. And that's just part of the process. The real question is, am I going to stick around for long enough until something works? So if ideas don't matter, what does matter? The answer is the problem. Let's keep this in mind. If our customers are not sharing our opinion on the problem, we have to sell two things. We first have to sell the problem, and then we have to sell the solution. We essentially have to make the double sell. And if we have to make the double sell, we've already lost. Startup mistake number 3. Building too much before validating. This is Startup Advice 101. Build an MVP, build an MVP, build something small, iterate. I know that I'm supposed to build a freaking MVP. I'm not an idiot. I've read all the books myself, but it's simply not as easy as it sounds. I'm struggling to build an MVP. I'm struggling to build something that sucks. But on the other hand side, here's where I screwed up. I'm guilty of being that kind of person that builds something without really checking, and then building for too long and building something for a year and adding feature after feature after feature. I know. Such an amateur mistake. Perfectionism is a process, not a destination. So that's the hard truth about startups. All the things that I've learned about ideas and problems. So this time I'm doing things differently, and I'm taking you guys on a journey with me to join me for this madness. Maybe in 24 weeks I'm going to have made it. Maybe I'm going to be broke and look for a job. God damn. So if you are willing to prevent a brother from going broke in 24 weeks and having to look for a job, I really don't want to work for others. Just like and subscribe, and I will come back with a video every week for the next 24 weeks. Peace out. So after my long ass monologue on how to pick ideas the right way, I actually still haven't picked an idea yet. I've been writing down a couple of problems and ideas that I had, and I've spoken to potential customers and friends about it, yet I still couldn't make up my mind which one to pick. I guess that's exactly one of the issues. It's so much easier to know something, and it's so much harder to translate it into actions. But the clock is ticking. I just have a couple of more weeks, and there's really no time to waste. So I have to get into this and simply make a decision. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dense down some of my options into 2 and then flip a coin. Frankly speaking, I don't have a better idea of what to do than to just pick a coin. The truth is, none of these things are a silver bullet. There was not a single thing where it felt like, okay, this is going to be an easy thing and I'm going to make this work. So really, I have no basis to say this one is much easier than the other one. So it's not very clear which one will be the better one to pick. But somehow you have to make decisions, right? So I decided to dense down my ideas to 2 ideas and then flip a coin. Okay, so as I said, I don't want to overvalue my ideas anymore. So all of the ideas that I had, I densed down to 2, and I let my friends decide which one to put on which side of this coin. This is a coin, so there we go. I'll throw this one now, and whatever comes out of that, I'm going to work on that. So let's see. Please.